What's up, comic book junkies? Mike Smith here, Nighttiger Comics. What we got is just a pure, raw comic book haul, and we got it all. And one modern comic, yes, believe it or not. I got duped and broke my rule and bought a modern comic. Let's turn it around and check it out.
Watch Nighttiger Comics.
Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics. Nighttiger Comics. Tiger Comics. What? Nighttiger Comics. Nighttiger Comics.
Yeah.
You never know what you're missing. All right, comic book junkies, here we are. New comic book haul. And my apologies, I did shoot this video once before and I put it up and I noticed that I cut off the ending and I just didn't have time to produce it again. So here we are. We're going to start out with this Air Fighters. Now this was an AOK from BWD, Jesse Lynch. Follow him on Instagram. But this is a killer comic. It was coverless. I went to Staples. They were just closing, and I was able to get them to print me out a cover before they closed. And the guy just said, "Here, take it." So now it's very presentable. I can put it up on the wall. But let's look at some panels. So if you've never read Air Fighters, the Hillman series, or Airboy, the art is just unbelievable in both series. So check out these splash pages. Let's start out with the first. What is it? I forget. I'm going off memory here, but I'm going to put it up on the screen. I think it's Skywolf is the second story. Now the Air Fighters got the Airboy story has great art, but the splash page not all that fantastic. So we're skipping over that. But this has some killer Hitler panels in it. And I'm not excited about Hitler in particular, but Hitler is like the ultimate villain. He's like Dr. Doom or the Joker. So he's just like the ultimate villain in the Golden Age. So whenever you can find Golden Age with Hitler panels, it's going to be an exciting story. But not only that, this old witch, she conjures up Hitler and then also Genghis Khan. So really cool. I haven't got to read it yet, but here's also some other stories in here. Just check out this fantastic Iron Ace. And then you have also Black Angel, and I'm trying to remember the last one, but it's up here. Like I said, I'm going off memory right now. So a fantastic issue. I cannot wait to read this one. Like it said, other great features. I forget what that other one is, but I showed it here on the screen. So Air Fighters comic number 4. What a great book, even coverless, to get in an AOK. So yeah, so sweet. Japanese World War II cover. So yes, I broke my golden rule. I bought a modern comic. I bought it off eBay. I got caught up in the FOMO hype of the Batman, Ultimate Absolute Batman. I actually thought this was the ash can, and I said, oh man, it's super cheap. They mislabeled it. It's exactly the same cover, but it is the Noir edition, which is different. So I'm hoping to read this. I hope the hype is real. I hope this is a great story. I don't buy modern comics, and now I've even more turned off from buying because I got duped in spending $12 on this is not what I thought it was. But hopefully it pays off. Hopefully it's a great story. I'll definitely read it. So Absolute Batman Noir Edition number 1. And I paid $12 with shipping and handling and taxes. So yeah, I did it. I messed up. Okay, a couple dollar books from the LCS. So I went to my LCS where I've got great, fantastic deals in the past. He had 2 books I found in the back issue bin, no price. He said they were $1. I couldn't believe it. Because a really, really nice copy of Avengers 112 April 73. But a beautiful Gil Kane cover, just nice and bright white with that red Magneto cover. And this is one I didn't have actually, and I needed it to completing this Avengers run. But I already had a copy, but you can see this one here is a lot more dirtier. So this will be going to the prize box. So I upgraded that for $1. Very happy with that. And I also had another upgrade. So I got Luke Cage Power Man number 31, May 76 with Piranha Jones on the cover. This is a Buckler and Dan Atkins cover. I just love it. It's got a horror feel to it. It's got some skulls down here. But that was an upgrade for me. Here's my other copy. Some creasing on this one, a little bit lower grade. So these two will be going into the prize box for the 2000 giveaway for right now. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I actually gave these to my grandson and he left them at my house. So I don't know what happened to my headphones there. It seems like they disconnected. Okay, so this was $1. I did not have this issue, Hulk number 175, May 74. Just a killer Black Bolt cover. And like I said, I didn't have it. I've seen this one before, and I always liked this cover. So very cool. I don't know if that's a Keith Pollard cover. It kind of looks like it to me. But a nice copy of that for $1. So those were $1. And then the last dollar book in the haul, kind of a lower grade VG copy of this, but just a cool Joe Kuber cover with Medusa, nice horror book, Weird War Tales, number 107, January, 1982. So very cool. That was $1. Didn't have that one, so glad to have it to the collection. And then this one also came from the LCS. I've been looking for 48 in the back issue bins forever. Have not found a copy of that yet. So 48 is the first official team up with Iron Fist in the book. This is the last Power Man issue before it becomes Power Man and Iron Fist. This is number 49, February 1977. Paid a little for that, more than I wanted to, but it was $10. But always trying to support the local shops. But it's a pretty decent copy, VF copy of that. And I've always loved this title. Back when I was a kid, you could find the Power Man Iron Fist after 50 for like $1 or less. And so I have quite a few of those. And I bought a few of them off the newsstand back in the 80s. I really enjoyed the writing and the stories. And the dynamic team up between the two. So this was an issue I bought off my comic shop. Pretty nice copy of this. A little bit of a miscut. VG Plus. I've seen this book for a little bit cheaper, but it's always in lower grades. So this is issue 2 of Captain Gallant of the Foreign Legion, starring Buster Crabbe. If you know him, he's the actor who played Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers in the serials. I have 2 copies of number 1, both AOKs. I'd never seen number 2 out, so I grabbed it. I got it with another issue in here for my comic shop, kind of used to lower the shipping cost. This is from 1956, and with the shipping, I think I paid $21 for that, so probably paid a little bit too much, but I don't know. I do love Charlton's, and this is a little bit harder book to get, I believe, but now that I got it, I've seen a few on eBay, so who knows. Picked this book up, August 57, number 60, Star Spangled War Stories. A really nice copy, VF+++, and just love that 10-cent cover. It's a black cover, so it's a really nice copy for a black cover. Nice, cool graphic on there, featuring the hot box. Now, I did read this. You know, I understand why people really gravitated towards Sergeant Rock, because the stories in here, really formulaic. They're always gimmick-based. They had some gimmick or gimmick situation, and then they write the story around that. They keep coming back to that situation. Never any characterization, never any subplots or nothing like that. So I can see when Sergeant Rock came around and he was a character that they could build on and grow, and had co-stars that they could build the character on, and stuff like that. Because these were all like really formulaic. I didn't really care for it too much. but I think I paid $36 for this. It's a really nice copy. So early Silver Age DC War book. So yeah, so got that. That was $37. So here's 3 issues I got from my comic shop. So this one here, I bought a kind of a big key with it, so that'll be at the end. But I ended up buying these 3 from my comic shop. Now here's another 1961 Strange Adventures. But this stories in here were a bit cooler, had a little bit more characterization to them. I did like this this main feature, the Emperor of the Earth. But again, it was a kind of a gimmick story, but there was a little bit character build in it. I love the date stamp, the giant 10 cents on here. It went to 12 cents later in this year, and then the next year were 12 cents issues. So Strange Adventures number 131 from 1961. It was really cool, really decent copy of that. What did I think I paid, so all 3 of these books came out to $17 with the shipping and tax. Nice, cool, kind of Griffin mythical cover there. And then shout out to Leo from Time Travel Comics on YouTube. He's got me into going down this rabbit hole of soda shop covers. So here's a pretty nice copy of Patsy Walker, number 64 from Atlas, 1956. So that was $17. Soda shop cover, redhead. Later, she becomes a Hellcat. But yeah, anytime I can get a Patsy Walker, nice yellow background. Like I said, soda shop cover. So very cool. And then the last book, this is the one I really wanted out of the 3. Threw in a couple, 2 more to kind of bring down the shipping. So $17. Nice, decent copy. Probably a fine plus, VF minus. Henry Aldrich Comics. Nice Christmas cover. So I'm trying to pick up some nice shaped Christmas covers for the upcoming Nighttiger annual Golden Age Christmas live stream, which is going to be December 8th. Here's the thumbnail. Joining me will be Jerry the Jitterbug and also Steve Caldwell from I Love Disney and Comics. So be there. I actually am doing a giveaway. I'm giving away one prize winner. If you're stateside, you'll win this. Felix the Cat from 1948. Nice copy of New Funnies, number 229 from March 56. And then another copy with Woody the Woodpecker from New Funnies, number 191, January 1953. And then the big prize will be this Fawcett's Funny Animals, number 45. Kind of a tough issue to get from 1946. Nice purple cover. There you go with Santa's sleigh and reindeer, Marvel Bunny. So that will go out. If it happens to be a winner from overseas, they'll get a $20 PayPal, and then I'll second prize this to somebody stateside. So be there. Like I said, that's December 8th at 7 p.m. It's Sunday. And it'll be Jerry joining me. It will also be Steve Caldwell. And I got another live show coming up January 5th. All Gold Key Comics with, here's the thumbnail, with Charlton 66, Graphic Man, myself, and I think there might be one, Jambo Comics, I think, is also joining us. So yeah, so a couple live streams coming up. Always enjoy my annual Christmas show. Speaking of Christmas books, pick this one up. Number 13, January 52. Nice high-grade copy of that with a nice date stamp. Howdy Duty Comics. Howdy Duty. It's Howdy Duty time. But I read this, man. This was fun. I actually started laughing out loud at a few of the stories. So really well written. I had a very entertaining time reading this. And I just love this. It's becoming one of my favorite books that I picked up in this haul. I just love that cover. I'm a sucker for Golden Age winter or Christmas covers. And this one to me is really a standout issue. Really nice copy. What did I pay for that? I only paid $25 for that. So I'm very happy. And that's with shipping and tax. This is a nice copy of this. And it's funny because when I bought it, this is number 3 of November 1958. Actually, I used to watch this show, get up 5 in the morning before work and watch this Sergeant Bilko with Phil Silvers all the time. But the funny thing is, when I bought this, the picture showed it had a lot of creasing. And I'm like, okay, I got to press this when I get it. Looks like the seller pressed it before he sent it out because it's really smooth, shiny. It looks pretty high grade VF copy there. And really nice Good Girl swimsuit issue. So really happy to get that. What did I pay for this thing? I don't think I paid a whole lot for this. Oh, I did. I paid $31, but it's from 1958. And I do have number 1 of this series. So very happy to get that. I think it's a really cool looking copy. Really cool looking cover. Private Doberman. Tell me if you watch this. Let me know in the comments if you've seen this show. So I found another seller. And I am getting into romance comics in a huge way. Golden Age books. I do like them all the way across the board. And there is a finite list of Golden Age comics. I mean, of romance comics. I haven't looked at the list yet, but it ends in the 80s. But he had a lot of high-grade issues. And this, Heartthrobs quality, usually this goes for like $100. And that range in this grade. He had it for $13. And he gave me the shipping for free since I bought 3 comics from him. So really happy with this. It has a really cool splash page. I don't know if I'll get around to showing it, but it's Wildcat with some great, great art. This is number 32, January 1950, 55. You can see it doesn't even have the code on it yet. I love books without the code. Really happy with this purchase. And I wanted on an auction that came out to fair market value, but this one and the next one I'm going to show you are way below fair market value. So this next one was the prize of the 3. This was $20, so 24 with the shipping. Now the last one had free shipping, and this is a superior comic. These GI War Brides, they are so hard to find in high grade. And this one is really nice for what I paid for it. $25 is a steal. Look this book up. Usually sells for well into the $100 range or more at this grade. This is from 1955. Again, another Golden Age. No comic code on it. I am so happy with this purchase. I am ecstatic. I have had a couple issues of this series, and they're always really like 2.0, 2.5 copies. So really happy with that purchase. Really great graphic. Great, just a cool looking comic. So the auction win. This is actually a hard issue to get. It has like a crime genre crossover with this. And I did pay, so I took all the issues, I added them, the prices together, and then divided it by 3. But I did get free shipping on this. But this came out to $24. I actually won it for $37. So it was $16 when I started the auction. I ended up winning it for $37. But just a great issue. It is a higher grade copy. And just a great graphic on here. I don't know who did this. It looks like Lee Elias to me. But yeah, so it's kind of like a crime comic, romance crossover. Harvey, another Golden Age. This is from 54, February 54. So all these together were each $24.91, which really, if you put them together, it's all a great price for each one. Happy with that seller. He had some really, all his stuff was high grade, and he had some Westerns, some keys. They were on auction. I kind of just lost track of the auctions and didn't win anything else. But so really happy with those. Now, if you know me, I am a sucker for war bond and war stamp covers from the Golden Age. So from July 1944, number 89, with shipping and tax, it's cost me $29. New funnies. And it's funny, the seller had this listed as the $100 dollar bill cover. But as you can see, it's Andy Panda breaking open his piggy bank to buy this really cool, I love the greens on here, war bond issue. And the funny thing is, it's my third copy. So I do have another one. And I paid more for these other two, and they're kind of a little bit lower grade. So I got 3 of them. July 1944. The first time I saw this, I fell in love with it. And I said, man, this is scarce. I found another one. I think I paid $60 for that. What did I pay for this one? $40 for that one. And then $29 with shipping and tax for that one. So each time I find it, it goes down in price and up in grade. So very cool. So happy to have all those. So the big books of the haul. Thanks for standing around. And I apologize to those that watched this video before. There was like 38 views on it. I uploaded it at like 4 in the morning. But I quickly took it down because I watched it around 5:30 and realized I had cut off the ending. So you didn't get to see this book in the last one. So I just picked this up. I paid up for this. It's like a 6.0. But it's just a beautiful graphic. Love Letters #2 from 1950. Just look at that beautiful cover. I don't know who does it. I couldn't find any info on the artist. So it's a 6.0 copy. And I paid $114 with shipping and tax for that. Nah, you know, if the graphic wasn't quite as killer as this, I'd feel a little bad with that price. But I love it. So this is probably one of the last books of the year. I have one more book coming, and it's a Christmas Santa Claus cover. But hopefully that's supposed to be here Tuesday. But look at that graphic. So Love Letters #2, January 1950. So the 2 biggest books of the haul. One more Christmas issue. Now, I've been after this book for quite a while. It's usually lower grade than I want, but it's kind of a tough book to get. So I did pay up for this. I paid $141, but it's a really nice copy from January 1945, Christmas issue, Captain Marvel Adventures #42. Look at that. And look at this. He's in greetings from Captain Marvel, and he's in St. Paul, Minnesota. Shout out to BWD, Jesse Lynch. He lives in Minnesota. But it's a really nice copy. Pretty clean. Got a nice little dealer mark. I didn't look that up. I wonder if that is a pedigree copy. But beautiful, beautiful issue. So last but not least, tied with this book, I think, for the biggest book of the haul. Number 5, April 1949. And man, I got this book for a steal. So with shipping and tax, I paid $91.86 for this. And I'll leave you with this one, Zigra, Jungle Empress. And a nice copy. It's like could be a 4.0. And I looked around for similar books from this Fox, Jungle Girl. Titles like JoJo, which are more focused on the guy, on JoJo, will have good girl covers. So not quite as desirable. These Zigras are worth more money. So the JoJos I was seeing for like 1.5 for going for 120. So that's before shipping and tax. So I got this one for $80. It was making offer. I offered him 60. He had 129 on. No, he had 119 on it. Or 109 or something like that. So he came back with 85. And I usually send a message if I decline, or even if I accept and say thank you, for accepting my offer, or even considering it. My budget doesn't call for this or whatever. I left the book for one day, went back, offered him 80, and he took it. Just a beautiful, beautiful. I think this is a Cayman cover, but I could not find any info on this. Like I said, what a great deal on that book. And this is formerly Tigra, Tegra, changes to Zigra. But, oh yeah, it's just gorgeous. So I'm happy to have that in the collection. So happy holidays. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I'm actually taking off tomorrow for 3 days with the wife to Orlando. We're going to relax and then come back the Thanksgiving Eve. And then we're going to join my daughter. So shout out to all you great community members for supporting me through the years. And I look forward to hanging out with you for the Christmas show. And so Nighttiger, peace out and have a happy holiday.